Why do you think artists like Drake, like The Weeknd, are considered the best? And how does a new artist get to that level?
Um, Man, you know what? I think it's a good question. I think it's an easy answer though. The reason why you have those artists that live at the top of the Billboard charts and the ones that are doing all the big stages and sold out shows and all of that stuff is it's a number of factors that go into it. I guess you could say it starts with the artist, right? Starts with the work ethic of the artist, wanting to be in the studio all the time, wanting to make the best record possible, tweaking records until, you know what I mean, until they get the best version of that record. Um, have an idea of identity of who you are and what you're selling and, you know what I'm saying, and what the fans want from you. Being able to reinvent yourself, you know what I'm saying, as the years go on and the sound changes, being able to go with the new sound and develop new sounds or create a new sound. Um, um, I would say, having a team, that's one of the biggest things too. Like those artists, the ones that we all talk about, like they have a really solid team. They have people around them that really help them, whether it's help keep them grounded, whether it's help bring their ideas to life, whether it's help keep their finances in order. Like they just have a solid team in all aspects to where it allows them to focus on what they need to focus on. And they have their team that's going to focus on what the team needs to focus on to help bring everything together. So that's very, very important. I think that's one of the things that a lot of artists don't quite understand, and that's a huge thing. Like artists tend to, as they become successful, artists tend to feel like it's all me. Like I did this. You know what I'm saying? And they forget who was driving them back and forth to the studio, who was doing these different things, and who was, missing out on family time or whatever to help accomplish this goal. And they get to that point, and they're like, "Yeah, this is me." And it's like, nah, bro, it wasn't just you. It was a lot of other moving pieces that helped bring this thing together. So in addition to having a team, those artists understand the value of the team and they treat their team the way they're supposed to treat a team. So they keep their team happy and in turn they get the best results from their team. So I think the really, really good artists really understand that. And that's like one thing that people don't really touch on. But I wanted to touch on that for sure. Um, but also just creativity on the artist part, creativity, understanding the climate of what type of records need to be released when, um, being social, just like building relationships within the industry with other artists and producers and just things like that. Like there's a lot of different elements that go into that. There's not just one thing. So I touched on a few of them, but I think those are some of the most important ones.